hear me, but I'm driving right now, and as I'm driving, I'm thinking, as I always do. Don't worry, my eyes are on the road. But I was thinking, and I'm thinking about, like, I'm 23, not married yet, Lord willing. That yet part goes away. And I'm just, something about, like, children came on my mind. And I, like, kind of asked myself a question, like, am I ready to have kids? You know, because we go through many seasons in life that are just, like, horrific. You know what I mean? And when I was a little younger, a couple years ago, this is sliding back. I always, like, especially if I went through seasons of depression, I was like, oh my goodness, like, do I want to have a kid and have them be subjected to this experience whenever I was in that season? And so, like, I'm driving, and I'm asking my, like, are you ready to have kids, you know? And the answer is yes and no. The answer is yes, because, like, being able to instill and depart wisdom into my children, to be able to watch them grow, to be able to disciple someone who is from me, you know, who has my qualities, good and bad, I guess, and then me knowing, me having gone through those waters, can be able to walk with them. And it's obviously, it's going to be a joy, like it's your own child, but just watching them experience the good things in life, being able to just teach them. Like, I feel like I'm a decent teacher in some cases and some things, just with, I don't know, I feel like I can be a good father, right? This keeps sliding back and I don't like it. But the other side is no, because of the autonomy that one person has, and that scares me a lot. And not even, like, for my own children, well, yeah, my own children, but, like, for anyone that, like, I truly care about. Autonomy is a scary thing when you just want the best for somebody. And as a social worker, this is very present. Not a social worker, I'm in Arkansas, I can't call myself a social worker, but as someone who just graduated with a bachelor's in social work, self-determination and autonomy is a very big thing, because even though we want the best for our clients, as a future social worker, as a future counselor, even though we may want the best for our clients, they ultimately don't have to do what we say. They can go their own way. And autonomy is a very scary thing for someone that you just want the best for. And in my children, that's the set thing. I can do all that I can to lead them in the right direction, in the right way. I can instill them with a good wisdom. I can, you know, read to them every night, read the Bible to them, take them to church, Bible study, make sure, like, be on top of them, not hovering. I can shelter them. You know what I mean? I can lead them down the right way, but with an immediate wondering of their eyes, when the appetite for their sinful desires grow, and they have that own autonomy. Obviously, I'm always going to be their parent. I always have a say into disciplining and, you know, and leading them and guiding them. I'm going to be their shepherd. But they do have their own autonomy to go out in whatever direction they want to go. Just like the prodigal son. That's autonomy right there. He said, hey, I'm going to leave. And his father let him leave. Obviously to teach him a lesson. But I thought of that, and I'm just like, that's who we are. That's who we are as God's children. Now, we don't have, like, free will, but we have decisions and choices to make and to do kind of what we choose. And that's ultimately going to lead to, eternal life or destruction. That's going to lead to good things in life or sad things in life. Like, those things are going to have consequences. But ultimately, as a child of God, I have that autonomy too. And I bet, and that's scary as well. So I started to think, I'm like, wow, me thinking of that for my future children, I wonder how God feels when He has great plans for me, when He has the direction that I'm supposed to be walking in, when He has the perfect plan in His Word, and yet still choosing to do other things, yet still choosing to not take in His wisdom. If I'm afraid of that on my own child, how am I living? And that's scary in itself, man. But yeah, so I want to have some kids, man. But it's scary because as a person who wants to teach, as a person who wants to instill wisdom, and how exciting that's going to be, that autonomy is a very scary thing. A verse that came to mind is Galatians 5:13, and Paul kind of tells it says Galatians 5:13, and if I edit this, I'll put this on the screen. But it's like, don't use your freedom to indulge in the flesh. Like, you were called to be set free. Don't use it to indulge in the flesh, in our autonomy, in our choices. What do we do? What do I do? But yet use your freedom to serve one another, which is what I'm going to do right now. But, you know what I mean? It's a very scary thing, autonomy. And we have to be under God's correction, His reproof, His discipline, always. Just like we are to discipline our children. He, as a good father, disciplines us. This thing keeps moving back. But that's to be expected. Children of the future. Me, as a child now. That autonomy and people that I care about, and my brothers, and my sisters, and my friends, and my future clients, that autonomy is a very scary thing. So yes, I want to have kids, but man, when they come, 13, 14, 15, 16, that teenage year, and their eyes start to wander left and right. I'm supposed to be driving straight, and I want to look at the trees. I'm on a highway right now. But that's how it is. And imagine if I look too long at what's to the left or what's to the right. I'm going to crash. That could ultimately lead to my death. That's exactly what our walk is. On the straight path. But the minute we turn our eyes to look at things of our wandering appetites, we can crash. It's a very scary thing. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, man. Autonomy. The drive gets you. I used to not be a very big driver. I hate driving long distance sometimes. But I guess as I'm growing older, I'm trying to embrace it more, because I can sit and just talk with God. I can sit and think, which sometimes is bad for me, alright? But I can sit and really have some thoughts of working and understanding certain things. Like, man, kids in the future. A great thing, but also a scary thing. My clients in the future. Great thing, but also a scary thing. The choices we make. So thank you for watching this, if you choose to, if you made it this far. That's just some thoughts from the Reekster. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We love the drives. Stay safe, keep your eyes on the road. Don't use your freedom to indulge in the flesh, but Be holy, for you is called to be holy. For you is called to be holy. Yes, it's in 1 Peter. Yeah, y'all take care. See ya.